Hi, this is Mr. Kingsbury, and this is just a brief tutorial, about how to do notes in my class. I like to use the Cornell style notes. You will see all of my video notes done that way. They're done that way because it is ridiculously helpful, and truthfully, we will only be using a fraction of their awesomeness in class. So here's what I want to see every time you do notes, and you'll see me go through and fill out my heading every time as well, but I wanted you to walk through it and understand the pieces also. So first of all, we have the heading. Up here in the upper left, you're going to put the topic, or not topic, but the subject that you're studying, which for us will be Algebra 2, so you'll always put Algebra 2 there. Whatever unit we're working on, that's what we're going to put here. I think the first unit we typically work on is absolute value. So the first few notes that you see, I'm going to put absolute value. Today I'm just going to put the generic unit here because I plan to use this video many years into the future. And if I put algebra, or rather absolute value, I can't use it. It'll look weird. Then underneath that, the specific subject that we're looking at, whatever that topic for the day is. So I'm going to put topic here. So we'll go subject, unit, topic, something like that. Then you're going to want to put your name over here, whatever your name may be. You will probably see me put Mr. Kingsbury when I do mine. Other than that, though, I'm not going to get too specific because the next thing I'm going to ask for is the date. And I don't want to put a date so I can use these in the future. I had an incident where I was using a bunch of videos for a couple years after I made them, and so people in 2018 were looking at videos that said November 11th, 2016, and they were like, this is a little weird. So yeah, I'm going to try and not do that so much. And then the last thing I want you to put on there is your period. So for date and period, I'll put just the generic whatever it is. For the topics and stuff, though, specifically, I'll fill all this in. The next thing we're going to do then, and I'm going to give you a bookmark to help you with this, is we're going to put a line right here at the top. So you notice I did all of that in the heading spot. The bookmark that you will get will cover all the way across here, which will be fabulous. I'm going to leave about 3 lines, and then I'm going to do that again. What we're doing is forming our own Cornell notes. Rather than print them out all the time, I would rather you have them in your notebook, and I would rather you draw them in. So this space that we just create, this is where our essential question will be. Also, it's where I will break the lead on my pencil 1,000 times. So our essential question will be here. What is it we're studying today? And then along the side, I will have you use your handy-dandy bookmark, and I will have you write a space here. The space is for 2 things. 1, any questions that you have while we're going along. So like maybe we're writing out an example, or we're putting out a vocabulary word or something, and you're like, I have a very interesting question I would like to ask about that. You can put that off to the side here. And then when we get to class, you can ask me that question. And I may just ask for it straight up, or I may have you write it down somewhere. I haven't decided yet. We'll get there. The other thing you can put here is, as you're going through things, any thoughts that you have, or as we're discussing stuff, as we're doing examples, any aha moments you may have, or pieces of information you think that I say that are important, you can put those here as well. As I mentioned, we're really not going to tap into the potential of this too deep. I actually went to a training on this. It lasted 3 days, I think, and we just got into the first few pieces of it. I started looking at some of the other online information about it, and it goes really, really, really in depth. So anyway, this is the basis for what ours is going to look like. I'll put notes over here, examples, vocabulary, etc., and then you just make sure you copy it there, and we will use front, and I don't believe we'll use back. So when I continue the notes, I'll continue them on the next page, not on the back of the previous page. I think the reason for that is if we need to slip in other examples, or if there are questions we need to answer or something, it gives us a little space to work with. So that's just a brief tutorial. It's nothing terribly complicated, and again, you'll see me fill this heading thing out, and you'll get an actual question here every single time we do notes, okay? Thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later.